Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Friday, December 1st.
It was a great opportunity for us to share best practices with our neighboring counties.
That's Flagler County Supervisor of Elections Katie Linhart, who says they were honored to host the final FSE District 5 meeting of the year. The quarterly meeting brings together 7 county supervisors of elections and their staff.
Solidifies our plans for next year and provides that uniformity for all of the surrounding counties to kind of be on the same page, doing the same things for our voters. We talked a lot about education, outreach, voting systems, upgrades, so it was really productive.
The meeting comes as they all brace for a presidential election in 2024, and Linhart says election security is always a top priority.
Voters have questions about security locally here in Flagler County. I've published an entire section of our website that's dedicated to that, and I plan to do a lot of educational speaking events and outreach opportunities in the future as we get closer to 2024.
Voters in Florida have 3 ways to vote, including early voting, vote by mail, or in person on Election Day. Linhart urged people to register to vote to ensure their party affiliation is correct.
Our next election will be a closed primary for Democrat and Republican voters only, and the presidential preference primary, and that's the first election in a presidential year. Each state will either have a primary or a caucus to decide each state's choice for the upcoming presidential election.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Belterre Elementary School Principal Jessica DeFord is named Flagler County Principal of the Year. Flagler School Superintendent LaShonka Moore extended her congratulations.
Jessica DeFord is a great representation for Flagler County, and with all the great things that she's doing within her school, the amazing opportunities that she provides for her students.
Moore also congratulated Sarah Novak. The Matanzas High School administrator was named Assistant Principal of the Year in Flagler County.
Ms. Novak is such a great asset to Flagler County. She has worked so diligently at Matanzas High School to provide great opportunities for our students, as well as she's a great resource to our families and to our faculty and staff.
DeFord has worked for Flagler Schools for a decade, while Novak has been with Flagler Schools for 16 years. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
This year's holiday boat parade is honoring a local legend.
Hailed as the largest lighted boat parade in Florida, the 40th annual Palm Coast Holiday Boat Parade, sponsored by the Palm Coast Yacht Club, will honor one of its own, the late Al Cryer, a longtime parade champion and major community activist.
He showed up in wonderful holiday gear at most events, and he just meted everybody. It was always a pleasure to see him at one of our events.
Candace Schmidt, Commodore from the Palm Coast Yacht Club, says his donated boat will lead the parade.
Hopefully it'll become our mascot and appear at various places around town. So if anyone wants to borrow it, use it, we'll have certified captains that can take you around on it.
Grand Marshals will be Palm Coast Mayor the Honorable David Alphin and Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley, carried by Sunshine, a 55-foot Viking owned by club members Donna Heiss and Ken Mazzy. Registrations are still underway for the boat parade happening Saturday, December 9th at 6 p.m. in Palm Coast, where all parking and the shuttle service will be free. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Flagler Broadcasting will be airing the parade live on Cool 100.9 FM, and it will also be simulcast on the City of Palm Coast YouTube channel. What does a former astronaut do now that she's not an astronaut?
Nicole Stott said she's working to bring space and art together for kids around the world with the Space for Art Foundation. She said on a recent episode of Solar Fit Renewable Energy that ILC Dover, who made her spacesuit, is making spacesuits for kids with their own art on it.
We are uniting a planetary community of children through the awe and wonder of space exploration and the healing power of art. And with these kids, we have created some amazing art spacesuits.
Stott said the companies voluntarily quilted together the kids' art into spacesuits to give them a better future.
I feel like I went to space so I could do this work now.
Listen to Solar Fit Renewable Energy here on WNZF at 10:30 on Saturday mornings or anytime on the Flagler radio app. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
The weekend is here and there's plenty of family fun to be had in Flagler County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
Come out for the first Friday garden walk and join a ranger to learn the history of Washington oaks while exploring their formal gardens. You're invited to join in for a night of family fun at the Flagler Beach First Friday event. There will be live music, dancing, food vendors, arts and crafts, and more. Tomorrow, the Holiday at the Beach Parade is a must-see. Get ready to witness a holiday parade filled with colorful floats, lively music, and joyful participants. Join Home Depot for a free in-store kids workshop. You and your little DIYer will be working on a gingerbread house project. Celebrate the joy of the season at the Friends of the Flagler County Public Library holiday book sale and bake sale. Immerse yourself in literary treasures and indulge in homemade treats all in one magical event. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
WNZF Sports Network broadcast its inaugural basketball game last night at FPC when the Palatka Panthers came to town. Baseline jumper, good! Nice touch by Jameer Clark. Jameer Clark ties the score at 12 after 1. In the second, the Bulldogs began to beat the Panther press.
All the way, and it's good! Nashawn Royal beats the pressure.
Nashawn Royal had 12 for the game, and FPC took a 31-24 halftime lead. The Bulldog defense clamped down in the third. Driving the lane is Trent Williams and blocked by Corinthians Watson. Number 0 says you'll get 0 on that one. FPC led 41-36 after 3.
Royal with a move, down the lane, finds Corinthians Watson under the basket, and it's good. It's stolen this time by Royal. In the corner to Rodriguez for 3, and it's good!
Back-to-back assists by Royal extended the lead to 12 en route to a 51-40 win. Jameer Clark had 27 on Wednesday. He took a different approach last night.
Believed in my team, so I kept feeding them the ball. We had the crowd in the game, everything.
Clark had 12 in the game. Coach Mike Talley on bouncing back the night after a loss to Lake Mary.
It looked a lot better tonight after we watched film and we talked about, being able to finish games.
WNZF will be back at FPC when they host New Smyrna Beach Thursday. Palatka hosts Matanzas tonight. The Bulldogs continue to dominate on the pitch. The boys defeated Crescent City 3-0 last night. They have a showdown at Matanzas Tuesday. The Lady Bulldogs had an impressive showing, beating rivals Spruce Creek 3-1 Wednesday. The Matanzas girls basketball team got their first win Monday, 53-30 over University. They are at Palatka tonight. Soccer today, Pirate Boys are at Seabreeze. The girls host the alma mater. FPC girls host Tokoi Creek. WNZF is your home for local sports with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the sports desk, I'm Mike Licio.